evening, everybody, and welcome to our second annual Skinner Middle School Debate Competition. My name is Nate Braden, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. Let me explain a little bit to our audience members what we've been doing throughout the year and explain the methodology and the content that we have been studying. What we do, what we abide by, our company, is we believe the best way to master knowledge is to go through a crawl, walk, run strategy. So what we do is in order to master a certain topic, we have the kids memorize certain basic facts. That's the crawl stage, and then we have them draw conclusions from those facts. That is the walk stage, and then we have them develop a persuasive argument and debate and counterpoints, and that is the run stage. And now we will turn most importantly to who. So let me introduce our teams. On my left, immediate left, is Miss Annalisa Montoya, and she's the subject matter expert for appeasement. Next, Miss Aspen Coates, and she is going to be covering the Korean War. Next is Alan Cisneros, and he is the expert on the Cuban Missile Crisis, followed by Daniel Brown. He'll be covering the end of the Cold War, and our cleanup hitter is Mr. Owen Smith, who will be talking all things Iraq. Their competition. On my right, we begin with Mr. Calder McCarthy. He will be debating the appeasement section. Next, Miss Marissa Lucero will be covering the Korean War, followed by Miss Alondra Gil Gonzalez, and she will be taking the Cuban Missile Crisis. A.J. Sanchez will be our end of Cold War expert, and our cleanup hitter on this team is Mr. Hayden Breitzman. So he will be debating Mr. Smith on the Iraq War. So let's begin with our lightning round drill. What I do is I will ask them questions, and they will have to answer as many as they can correctly in 1 minute for 1 point each. We're up to our last unit. Cleanup hitters, here we go. Stand by. Hayden, you are going to go first with your lightning round for 1 minute. Are you ready?
Indeed.
Here we go. He ruled Iraq from 1979 to 2000. What does WMD stand for?
Mass destruction.
Iraq is about the same size as this U.S. state?
California.
Coin stands for this.
Counterinsurgencies.
He ran against
John Kerry.
Tribune supporter.
Paris.
Okay. Try and keep up. Define topple.
Fell over.
This department put in charge of Iraq's post-war.
Department of Defense.
The number of Americans killed in the invasion of Iraq?
139.
Number of Americans killed post-war insurgency?
4,000.
Define pilfered.
Stolen.
Hussein used poison gas against this ethnic minority in Iraq?
The Kurds.
Good. So Hayden, Seattle Times endorsed Kerry because he felt it would end this?
Military occupation in Iraq.
He was appointed U.S. Administrator of Iraq.
Pass.
Define gruesome.
Gory.
The insurgency began here in 2003?
The Sunni Triangle.
Our final what if and why section. So Hayden, what if President Bush had not ordered the surge in Iraq in 2003? What would have been the most likely consequences? I'll open by saying what was happening in Iraq in 2003?
There was a civil war going on in Iraq at the time.
I'm sorry, say that again?
There was a civil war in Iraq.
Can you list two consequences of the surge had it not been ordered?
More American lives would have been lost, and more Iraqi lives would have been lost.
Okay. Bonus point, can you tell me, in that civil war, which two Islamic factions were fighting each other?
The Ba'ath Party, and I don't know the other one.
Okay. So, therefore what? Why was the surge a success?
The surge was a success because we were able to make sure that Iraq didn't have any weapons of mass destruction, and that the American lives were safe back at home, and that we were able to function without working in Iraq, but making sure really just to knock out that factor of the weapon of mass destruction.